sophomore maid here. Olivia Wiedauer. Am I saying that right?
You're correct. That's right.
She is the daughter of Kenny Wiedauer and Amy Wiedauer. Olivia is a member of the CHS Lady Cat volleyball team, Beta Club, Caring Cats, and Key Club. She also attends K-Life, is a member of the Elite Volleyball Academy, and Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority. Olivia enjoys playing volleyball, going to the lake with her friends, and binge watching Netflix. She is escorted this evening by her father, Kenny Wiedauer.
So a great family as well. I've known the Wiedauers our whole lives. She is. If you're standing in front of her when she's serving a volleyball, you need to duck and run for cover. She is an absolute brilliant server of the basketball, plays really well in the volleyball team. They're a very athletic family. Kenny's a great guy. Great for them.
And now it's time for our junior homecoming maids. First junior maid is Madison Aiken. Am I saying that one right?
Aiken, I think it's Aiken. Yeah.
Okay. Madison is the daughter of Joey and Tori Aiken. She is a member of the CHS Color Guard, CHS Marching Band, and the CHS Concert Band. Madison participates in Rock Solid Church's student and children's ministries and the Rock Solid Church drama team. She enjoys playing the flute, baking, swimming, taking care of animals, and spending time with her family. Madison is escorted tonight by her father, Joey Aiken.
Madison is escorted tonight by her father, Joey Aiken.
Next junior maid is Sarah Grace Adams. Sarah is the daughter of Jason and Dana Adams. Sarah Grace is president of Caring Cats, a member of the CHS dance team, the Beta Club, the Key Club, and the Future Business Leaders of America, and the CHS Student Council. She is pledge mistress for Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority, a competitive dancer at Sunshine Competitive Dance Company, and helps lead worship at Central Baptist Church of Conway. In her spare time, Sarah Grace enjoys dancing, singing, playing guitar, writing music, and volunteering around Conway. She is escorted this evening by her father, Jason Adams.
So I believe it's her older brother, I think, is just wrapped up his baseball career with Ole Miss. Played ball at Conway and went on to have a great career at Ole Miss playing baseball.
Next junior maid, if you're a basketball fan, you'll recognize this name, Maya Boxley. Maya is the daughter of Allison and Amanda Boxley. She's a member of the National Society of High School Scholars, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the CHS varsity basketball team, and the CHS track team. Maya is a member of New Life Church and participates in a Bible study with her Conway basketball teammates. She enjoys playing basketball, hanging out with her friends and family, watching Netflix, and shopping. Maya is escorted this evening by her father, Allison Boxley.
So she is one of the purest shooters the Lady Cats have. I remember watching her last year. She filled in on a couple of spots, really can shoot the basketball. Fine young lady. She's very athletic.
22?
Yeah.
Am I remembering that? Yeah.
No, it's Kalina. That's
Okay.
Kalina, but yeah.
Next up, Madeline Bynum. Madeline is the daughter of Laura Freer and Michael Bynum. She is a member of the CHS Forensics and Debate Team, Caring Cats, Students Demand Action, and CHS Student Council. Madeline is a member of Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority and participates in Real Life at New Life Church. She enjoys going to coffee shops with her friends, reading, playing guitar, singing, shopping with her sisters, and acting. Madeline is escorted by her father, Michael Bynum.
Wow, a junior who enjoys enjoys going to coffee shops. That's strange.
She's just getting started early.
No, I know. Caffeine in an early age.
Our next junior maid is Madeline Crow. She is the daughter of Colby and Demetra Crow. She's a member of the CHS track team, the CHS cross country team, Beta Club, Key Club, and CHS Student Council. Madeline is also a member of Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority, didn't mess it up that time,
No.
and participates in the Student Leadership Program at First Baptist Church. She enjoys running, hanging out with her friends, drinking coffee,
There we go.
and spending time outdoors. Madeline is escorted tonight by her father, Colby Crow.
Real active family in the community as well. She's got a lot on her plate.
Well, here's number 22.
Yes.
Our next junior maid, Kalena King.
And now we have junior maid.
She is the daughter of Cinnamon King and Kim King. She's a member of the CHS Lady Cats varsity basketball team, Caring Cats, and Beta Club. Kalena also participates in the youth group at her church. She's involved in the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Leadership Program and plays AAU basketball. Kalena enjoys babysitting her niece, listening to music, playing board games with her family, painting and joking around with her friends. She is escorted tonight by her father, Kim King.
She is she's fantastic on the court. She's fantastic off the court. Just a great family. I've known Cinnamon and her kids. Cameron is her older brother. Played football here for the Wampus Cats. Very athletic family, but also very involved family. Really good to see Kalena out there.
This is getting me excited for basketball.
Yeah.
Our final junior maid, Kaylee Morey. She's the daughter of Julie Morey and Aaron Morey. Kaylee is a member of the CHS cheer team, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority. She enjoys eating Chick-fil-A. I mean, who doesn't? Hanging out with her friends, being around her animals, and shopping. Kaylee is escorted this evening by her father, Aaron Morey. Congrats to our junior maids.
Great crew.
And that is going to bring us to the senior maids.
Our senior maid.
The first senior maid is Audrey Allison.
Our first senior
Audrey's the daughter of Carrie and Emily Allison. She's a member of the CHS tennis team, Caring Cats, Key Club, Beta Club, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and National Honor Society. She's a member of Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority and participates in the youth group at First Baptist Church. She enjoys hanging out with her friends, watching TV, and playing tennis. And Audrey is escorted by her father, Carrie Allison.
A lot of these girls are with DBS. It's a really good organization. They do a lot of good work. Caring Cats is one of the main things they get involved in every year. So good to see so many girls from DBS.
That was our first senior maid, Audrey Allison. Next senior maid is Maggie Batson. Maggie is the daughter of Rachel Batson and John Batson. She is a member of the CHS soccer team, the CHS golf team, Caring Cats, the ACT Club, Ethics Club, and Mentors Empowered. She's also a member of Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority, is a writer for Centennial Magazine, and volunteers at Kapka of Conway. Maggie enjoys walking her dog around the golf course, going to the gym with her dad, and studying at Round Mountain Coffee Shop. She is escorted this evening by her father, John Batson.
A lot of coffee shop talk between these young ladies. That's so interesting to see young people into coffee, but it's just the way we are.
They're just getting
That's where
prepared
we
for real life.
okay.
That's how I feel. I could use some coffee right now. Our next senior maid is Sydney Brooks. Sydney is the daughter of Ryan and Lauren Brooks. She's an editor on the Conway High School yearbook, senior class representative for the student council. She's a member of the Key Club and Quill and Scroll. Sydney is also design chairman for Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority. She enjoys volunteering around the community, spending time with her friends and family, eating, watching TV, and going to local coffee shops. Sydney is escorted tonight by her father, Ryan Brooks.
Lots of coffee.
I imagine I have a young daughter.
She'll be there too.
I imagine that's an expensive.
Well,
habit.
just sit and drink coffee. It can't be that expensive.
I guess it's what
$5.
kind of coffee you're
$5
drinking.
a visit. That's right.
Next up is senior maid Timberly Carter. She is the daughter of Jerry Carter and Amanda Downs. Timberly is a member of the Choosing to Excel team, Family Career and Community Leaders of America, and the CHS track team. Timberly is also a certified nursing assistant and enjoys shopping and spending time with her friends and family. And she is escorted tonight by her father, Jerry Carter.
And enjoy shopping and spending time with her friends and family.
She is in the correct colors for this particular event. Love that blue dress.
Yeah.
Go Wampus Cats.
And our next senior maid is going to be Kennedy Lee.
Our senior maid,
Kennedy is the daughter of Keith Lee and Chinetta Kelly. She is a member of Caring Cats, Mentors Empowered, CHS Student Council, and the Conway High Varsity Dance Team. Kennedy is also a member of Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority, the Little Rock chapter of the Top Teens of America, the Outspoken Praise and Dance Team, and is a team member employee at Chick-fil-A West Conway. She enjoys listening to music, online shopping, watching The Vampire Diaries, hanging out with her friends and family, and dancing. Kennedy is escorted this evening by her grandfather, Wade Kelly.
Anybody that works at Chick-fil-A is going to be a positive person, so I don't know Kennedy, but I'm guessing she's super positive.
We are down to our last three senior maids. Next up is Abby Robinson. She is the daughter of Leanne and Scotty Robinson. Abby is a member of CHS Student Council, Health Occupation Students of America, Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority, and attends Central Baptist Church. She enjoys traveling, playing guitar, hanging out with her friends, listening to music, and going to the lake. And she is escorted tonight by her father, Scotty Robinson.
Known Scotty and Leanne pretty much my whole life. Scotty for sure. He's a long-time Conway guy. Abigail, when she was a lot younger, Abby's just a beautiful young lady. So proud for them. Scotty and Leanne are great family.
Our next senior maid is Hallie Sly. Hallie is the daughter of Nick and Miranda Sly. She is a member of Future Business Leaders of America, Caring Cats, Best Buddies, National Spanish Honorary Society, Fellowship of Christian Students, and CHS Student Council. Hallie is also a member of Delta Beta Sigma Social Sorority and participates in real-life ministries at New Life Church. She enjoys spending time with friends and family, traveling, taking pictures, and modeling. And Hallie is escorted tonight by her father, Nick Sly.
Really good family there.
And there is one more space near the 50, and it's going to be saved for our final senior maid, Zakiah Wirt. She is the daughter of LaShonda and Roy Wirt. Zakiah is an officer for the Health Occupation Students of America. She enjoys shopping, hanging out with her friends, and eating at new restaurants. Zakiah is escorted this evening by her father, Roy Wirt.
That's a full court of young ladies.
It is, yeah.
Wow.
It seems like more than normal, but I don't really know.
They stretch from the 10 to the 10-yard line.
They are social distancing, just like our players, from the 10 to the 10.
Yeah. They had their ceremony filmed earlier in the week, so it's been a different event. Normally, everything takes place in a real condensed fashion, but
Yeah.
a little different this year.
Congratulations this year, your 2020 Conway High Homecoming Court. Congrats to all these ladies tonight, and fathers and grandfathers and others who are escorting them tonight. The CHS Maid of Honor and our homecoming queen are about to be announced. 2020 CHS Homecoming Maid of Honor is Sydney Brooks.
Oh, fantastic.
Sydney also rocking the blue and white.
Yes. Great colors for this evening.
Saw Conway High Principal Mr. Buck Bing.
Hard to see him in a suit and coat and tie. That's interesting.
And now, at this time, the announcement of
And here we go.
2020
The announcement of your 2020 Homecoming Queen.
Your 2020 CHS Homecoming Queen is
Kennedy Lee. She is being crowned by last year's homecoming queen, Mackenzie Glenn. She is being presented with a football signed by the Conway High football players, the senior football players, and by Student Council President Gage Martindale. She's also receiving a bouquet of roses from Mr. Buck Bing.
Good folks right there. Congratulations, Kennedy.
Congrats to all these ladies, and we are happy to be able to bring all of this to you wherever you're watching from tonight. Of course, sold out crowd, reduced capacity, of course, but sold out all the tickets they had allotted for this event tonight. And so I know there's probably a lot of family members watching from home or watching from out of state. We are happy to be able to bring it to you. You can always let us know where you're watching from. 5 Sports Live on Twitter, 5 Sports on Facebook. Congrats again to your 2020 homecoming court. We'll go ahead and hold it right here because we are also about to have our national anthem and the presenting of the colors by the Conway High JROTC Color Guard. And we want to be able to show all of that to you as well. So I know homecoming, usually there's a dance after the football game, but I'm assuming that's definitely not happening.
I'm guessing the 6-foot distance is going to keep that from happening this year. No dance this year. And, you know, you feel for all of the young folks that have this game plan of how things are going to work out, and this year has just been, you know, kind of a change and a jolt of reality for a lot of folks. And I've talked about this with other folks as well. I hate it for them, but at the same time, this is the way life can be.
Oh yeah.
And so they're getting a good glimpse at it early on in life.
And we're, you know, a lot of people just glad that we're having any type of homecoming event. You know, there were points in the summer where it might look like we might not have a football season at all, and we've had to miss one game this year because of COVID situation with our opponent, not here.
Yeah.
So it's been one of the, well, I say it's been one of those years. It's been a year like no other. I can't say it's been one of those years because it's definitely been a new experience for everyone involved.
But everybody seems to be taking it in stride. I mean, maybe there's a little bit of you know, it's been so long now that everybody's kind of gotten used to how it works. So it's going to be different trying to get through the rest of this year, but hopefully the spring holds different things for us.
We are going to pause now for the presenting of the colors by the Conway High JROTC Color Guard. And that will be followed by the playing of our national anthem by the Conway High Band.
Cadet Trace Toops, Cadet Gage Gines, Cadet Jonathan Ross, Cadet Adrian James, Cadet Grant Hitz, Cadet Ellie Rackley, and Cadet Liam Doherty. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, please stand, remove your caps as the Conway Wampus Cats Marching Band plays our national anthem. remain standing for the retirement of the colors.
That was the national anthem by the Conway High Band. And we are going to pitch now to the Conway Coaches Show with Keith Fimple and Jeff Matthews, and we'll have the kickoff live after that.
Welcome back. It is the Conway Regional Health System pregame show. I'm joined by Coach Keith Fimple as we talk about Homecoming 2020. That's coming up in just a little while. A lot happens with Homecoming, of course, and there are some distractions, some fun distractions, but distractions nonetheless. But, Coach, before we move forward, let's take a look back. What a thrilling game against Cabot. 52-49 win for the Cats.
There's no doubt, when you get two rivals together like that, and then your mentality again, we've got to do a better job of holding off the third quarter for some reason. We're going to have to start working in third quarter practices as far as that goes, which is something new. But, it was a great game to be a part of. I think we covered just about every coaching scenario you can put yourself through. But, again, a great win for the Wampus Cats.
Some unbelievable individual performances. Talk about a few of those. Ben and Bryce come to mind.
Ben and Bryce come to mind right off the bat, with what they had, as far as the connection goes between the two of them. Again, going over 400 yards for Ben and Bryce doing 233 yards is what we have him at statistically. So, again, that's two leaders that we have on offense that have made a connection, and which you see during the season most of the time with a quarterback and a certain receiver, a running back. And, again, Jamal Bethune goes over 100 yards for 111. So, there's a lot of individual efforts out there that are very easy to do, but I thought the resilience of the team as far as, momentum swings and things like that, continuing to fight was a great, that's how we won. And it's a great win for us.
So I want to talk briefly about the offense. We have a lot this year with Coach Kelly's offense, the high speed, the tempo, everything that goes into it. I would assume, just from a fan's perspective, that there is nothing better than replicating that on Friday nights as far as the timing and the connections and being where they have to be. Your team had a weird part of the middle of the season where you missed a couple of weeks. It seems like that's coming together right now.
Yeah, the whole thing is when you get into a season like we have right now and you have a space in between there of what we had, you got to continue to rep, and you just hope, even going into the North Little Rock game, I knew the timing would be off a little bit on both sides of the ball. And there's certain things that you can simulate during practice, but again, way back when this all started and the skill players we have and being able to hire Mark and explain to him what we had, it fits us really well. And I think people can see that, it's fun to watch them. And the whole thing is just continue to keep repping those things and getting better for the playoffs.
Let's talk about Fort Smith Northside. Always talented, always athletic.
Very athletic is the first word that comes to mind every time you play these guys. Coach Fleur and his staff do a great job. I'm very familiar with Northside with my background as far as being at Southside, and it seems like there's been a Norwood there for the last 20 years. And again, you get Clay Norwood, it's the number one recruit in the state of Arkansas, most polls. And again, it's been offered by everybody. And, very dynamic, has done a good job with those as far as they're 4-1 and they've beat some very good teams. They've been able to control the ball, and on defense, like you said, the first things that come to mind are athletic and extremely fast. So, it's a good test for us, and we need those. We just need to play games.
The normalcy of homecoming, I don't think there's such a thing because there's nothing normal about it, but it's great we're having one.
It's always, when you look back at it, that's what you wanted the seniors to have, was a homecoming game, and I think they've done a really good job. And we've been very fortunate over the last couple of years that, there's a lot of stuff going on, but we've always, talked about it on Monday, expressed it on Sunday, even with some of our kids that come in and watch film, and just talking about the focus of the game, and what it means to homecoming, where people come back to enjoy where they're from and the alumni, and just to be sure that they're focused on what we're going to do on Friday night. So I think they've done a good job this year.
Well, we're excited to bring it. We know that the seating is limited. We found out today that it is a sellout, so there'll be lots of folks watching our broadcast. I'm sure you guys are going to put up a good show for them. We're looking forward to bringing it to folks.
I appreciate you guys. Go Cats.
Back at John McConnell Stadium, he's Tim Roach, I'm Levi Gilbert, and we are just seconds away from kickoff here tonight between the 4-1 Northside Grizzlies and your 3-2, number 4 ranked Conway Wampus Cats. And Tim, quickly, because we're about to have our kickoff, What are you looking for tonight from this Wampus Cat team?
If you paid attention to last week's score in the game, we want our defense to be disciplined. We want them to be to manage when the quarterback rolls out. This guy can absolutely play. Dre Norwood is an absolute stud. Our offense is really working well now. We need to lean on them when we can, make some first downs. And the last thing I would say is let's get everybody the ball. I think that's dangerous.
Pooch kick to start things off there by Dagan Moore. It was received by Bryce Bohannon, and after losing the coin toss for the second week in a row, Bryce is pumping those legs hard. Conway receiving.
Yeah, he's trying to make up for the coin toss. I don't blame him.
Well, he lost last week, and it turned out okay for him. He had 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards receiving.
He did a great job there, by the way, of really working the ball back into the middle of the field. There was not a lot of room, and he made a lot out of nothing.
It's Northside defense, a lot of athletes across the field. You'll hear a lot of their names as we go, but I don't think they've faced an offense quite as fast as these Wampus Cats. Ben Weiss going to start with a pass to Silverman Barnes, and that's going to pick up first down. Gain of 16 to start things off for your Wampus Cats.
Well, the second week in a row, we've seen Dylan Silverman Barnes make a good move after the catch. Didn't have a lot of room on the boundary, made him miss. That's another 10 or 15 yards after the catch.
Weiss will have trips to the right. Blitz coming. They're going to hand off to Jamal Bethune. Cut back to the left, and he's going to pick up 7 or 8.
So their linebacker, Rock Jones, number 24, a really good running back. He got to say hello to Jamal there, and Jamal put him down with a stiff arm. Good play.
Weiss is under pressure, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield by number 11, Vashawn Bishop.
He gets the snap count perfectly there. There was no chance being had there.
Loss of 3. Going to bring up 3rd and 6 for your Wampus Cats right at the 40. This offense put up 52 points a week ago at Cabot, and they're going to hand off to Jamal. He hits the line, makes a move, and he's going to pick up a first down.
Jamal every week just continues to impress in terms of being able to take on the first contact, break through that. It takes 2 or 3 guys to get him down. Good run there, good first down. He didn't have it at the very beginning.
They're going to hand off to Jamal again as Bishop coming off the edge yet again. Darius Wise also in the backfield.
You're going to see Coach Kelly, they'll start scheming for that a little bit, but you'll start seeing a snap count that gets a little bit different than what they've had it.
Loss of 1 brings up 2nd and 11. Trips to the right. They're going to hand off to Jamal again. And there's a flag on the play.
Thrown by the umpire. It's either going to be holding or a face mask. And I'm not sure which one they're going to call. Face mask.
It's going to be a face mask. So tack that on to the end of the play.
It's always a 50-50 proposition with our umpires, whether it's going to be good for you or bad for you.
Well, it seemed the way he just tossed it. He didn't throw
really
it. So it seemed like it might be a face mask.
Yeah.
On 2nd and 1, Weiss is going to roll out to his right, and he's going to keep it. He's going to pick up the first down, go out of bounds right around the 11.
So very athletic play by Ben there to really kind of hold the defenders. Sean Tufu, great job there, by the way, chipping number 11 as he came through. Bishop was coming on again, and Tufu took him out of the play.
They'll move Trips over to the left. And Weiss sacked again by Bishop. Bishop has been coming off the edge, seems like every single play.
Yeah, they're firing off the ends. They've caught something on film, and they're getting off of the edge. We're not able to protect out that far out.
So 2 sacks already on this possession. Go with the hard count there.
Yeah, we drew them offsides, but they didn't call it.
Pressure coming again. They're going to get the screen pass out to Manny Smith. If he can make one move, he couldn't escape. He was well on his way to 6. Ben Weiss able to get that ball off quickly.
Rock Jackson was holding on for dear life there, and that's what's going to happen. If these guys continue to fly up the edges, we're going to be able to drop the ball just like that screen right in the flat.
Empty backfield for Weiss. And he's going to be sacked for a 3rd time, this time by McCade Moody. It's going to bring in the field goal unit.
Yeah, they're shooting gaps. This is absolutely something they've seen on game film. They're able to blitz inside and outside, not even giving Ben a chance to even set his feet. So we'll get some corrections done on the sidelines on that.
It's going to be a 36-yard attempt for Mejia. This will be his longest. Field goal is up. It's got the distance, and it is good. Mejia, the freshman, putting Conway up early. 3-2-0, 8:25 to go. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Corp.
For nearly 100 years, Conway Regional has provided high-quality, compassionate health care to the communities we serve, and we are honored to be named the 2020 Best Hospital in Arkansas by readers of AY Magazine. Thank you to the thousands of readers who chose Conway Regional as the best hospital. We're bringing you innovative services, new clinics, more specialists, and expanded access to care. We're not just growing, we're growing together.
Back in Conway, your Wampus Cats with the early lead, 3-0 after the 36-yard field goal from Adrian Mejia. Freshman kicker, he is 4 for 5 now on the season. And he will be kicking off here as well. Northside's going to take it down around the 25.
Good tackle that time by Rome Fields. Good, solid tackle before he could make a break into that next level. He got him there. Now, again, on offense, we'll talk about this here in a little bit, but we've got some changes. Watching our coaching staff on the sidelines, they are really working hard over there. So some corrections coming, I can almost guarantee it.
Yeah, 3 sacks on that first possession. I don't know if we've had 3 sacks given up 3 sacks in a game
I don't know.
yet this season. Dre Norwood takes over for Northside. They'll start with Trips to the left, and he's going to pitch it out to Ty Massey on the option run, and Massey going to go down around the 31. There is a flag on the play.
Either blocking the back or holding there in that kind of space. There was a lot of, when those last-second pitches happen, that's a hold. A lot of those last-second pitches happen, you get receivers that are trying to engage their guy, and a hold can happen pretty quickly. So a good decision by Norwood there. We collapsed on him and hit him pretty hard, but holding will bring it back.
That's going to take it down to the 22-yard line. We'll bring up 1st and 13. And Dre Norwood will hand it off to Seth Fields. Fields goes up the middle. Gain of 8.
Yeah, I think that was Massey, and he's he and Fields will alternate in quite a bit in the backfield. Good strong run there, actually gets them into a good spot there ahead of the chains again.
Yep, that was Massey, 33. Fields is 22. Got my numbers mixed up there.
Yeah,
2nd and 5 coming up for Northside. And they'll go Trips to the right for Norwood. Going to hand off again to Massey, and he is going to lean forward for a few yards, leave Vern Floyd in on that pile.
We've been susceptible the last couple of weeks to that middle quick draw, pop draw, and even just off-tackle runs. Did a good job there of making contact at the line of scrimmage. The next phase is for us to actually shoot a gap and getting behind the line of scrimmage. You got, I mean, if they run the ball like North Little Rock, you can expect Norwood to keep it here more than likely with 3rd and 2.
Norwood has rushed for 245 yards on the season and 4 scores. He's going to roll out to his left. Pressure coming from Conway. Tyler Garlington in defense there.
Yeah, great job by Preston Prock getting the pressure on Norwood. Got right in his face as he tried to throw the ball. Good defense by Tyler Garlington deep in the pass pattern. Really good. Hey, good stop there. Didn't look very promising at the very beginning, but on 3rd and 2 at this league, that's almost a first down every time.
Yeah.
So good job there.
Especially against some of the teams we've been playing the last few weeks. The punt almost blocked. Bryce Bohannon's going to call for the fair catch, and we've got an inadvertent whistle.
There's a flag.
Calling it inadvertent.
Well,
May
there
not
was
be.
there was a flag. There was a whistle in the middle of the punt. I don't know that I've ever seen that. Now the lead official referee did not throw a flag for roughing the punter. So I'm not sure exactly what the play is.
They're coming over to talk with Coach Fimple, so it is going to be against Northside. And he's calling, looks like they're calling for their defense to get back out there. So I'm not sure if it's going to be against Northside or not.
I mean, I have no idea.
Unless it's offsetting penalties.
I'll have to talk to Michael Hannon again after this call, unless it's something I haven't seen before.
Your secret weapon.
Yeah, he's a smart dude. He's a referee dude.
They were calling for the defense to get back on the field. Bryce Bohannon is staying on the field as well. He's off around the 35.
They never made a call on the field. I'm not sure exactly. Maybe it was an inadvertent whistle.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I guess they're going to just line up and do this thing again. So Dagan Moore.
Here we go. Well, he was about to say, but Andy cut him off. See, I have no idea.
Senior punter from Northside. He'll get another shot here. It's almost blocked again. Bryce Bohannon is going to call for the fair catch right around the 38-yard line.
Okay.
So 3 sacks on their first possession.
Wow.
Conway gives up.
Yeah. You know, and when you have an experience like that, and you really haven't, even against teams like Bentonville and North Little Rock, I mean, we just didn't see that. So a lot of adjustments to make. We'll see how good the coaching staff did in getting them prepped for this series.
We can see Moody there getting ready to go again. They're going to hand off to Jamal Bethune, gain of 4.
It'll be interesting to see if they continue to work the middle of the field, if they're going to be flying off the edges like that. Now, the last time they blitzed, they came up the middle. They shot a gap. But if you slip past that can go a long way if you empty out the middle of the field.
Manny Smith in the backfield now. Weiss is going to look for Silverman Barnes, his second reception tonight, and he is going to take it all the way down to the 31.
Great move. Great throw, by the way, by Ben Weiss, and great move after the catch. And Bryce Bohannon doing a little blocking down the field. That's good stuff.
First down for Conway. They'll go 2 receivers to each side. Weiss is going to rush out to his right, avoiding another sack, and finds Bryce Bohannon, but a rare drop there from Bryce.
Yeah, he will tell you, he'll be the first one to tell you that was a ball he should have had. Great throw by Ben on the run. Ben did a great job. Obviously, their end was in his face, and he got away from the pressure, rolled out. Bryce did a great job of running to the boundaries to stay open and to get open.
Clay Fisher out at receiver now. Silverman Barnes limps off the field. No handoff to Manny Smith. He's going to gain a few yards over on that right side.
All right, we're kind of in an interesting window here. We're kind of really in two down territory right here, or four down territory. So this play will kind of tell what they're thinking.
3rd and 7. He's looking for Wes Boudreaux over the middle. Broken up, that play broken up by number 3, Jack Green.
Jack Green's the safety. He came up and made a pop there. That's great throw and good route by West. That's just, there's nothing you can do about that. That throw was right there, just a good defensive play.
4th down coming up for the Wampus Cats. They are 4 for 8 on 4th downs on the season. Bringing the pressure. Wee steps up, finds Wes Boudreaux. But another drop by these Wampus Cat receivers. He had to go up and make a play on that one, but unable to bring it down.
Yeah, really good throw again by Ben. These defenders, and this is one of the things the coaching staff talked about this week, their secondary is really fast. They're fast to the ball. They're very good secondary. A couple of good sticks right there as the ball came in, and we just weren't able to control the reception.
Dre Norwood will have his second shot here in the first quarter. 5:03 to go. He's going to get a quick pass out to Smith. And Smith, a lot of space on that far side of the defense.
Yeah, they were able to get a good block out there after he made the catch. The block was really the key there and triggered the open boundary. Good gain.
Takes it all the way down to the 49. They're going to look again. Norwood under pressure. He's going to keep it. He's going to get taken down by Jaden Robinson right around the 40.
Well, I was really hoping he was going to throw that because that was going to be 6 the other direction. We had it completely covered up. Unfortunately, what happens there is you put the ball back in Norwood's hands, and he had some open space, and we kind of lost containment.
It looked like they went back to the same play. They're going to have an official timeout here to measure.
Yeah, they were back-to-back, same play. Boy, that's the one thing that you got to worry about. You know, Tyler G last week was able to get some things happening, but those were really designed runs. He did some damage as he floated out of the pocket. But this guy's a lot like Kareem Cotton. If he gets some space, he'll tuck it and run easily.
Well, if Dre Norwood sounds familiar, it was a year ago.
Yeah.
Up at Fort Smith, your Wampus Cats were leading 20-17, or 20-13, with a little over a minute left in the game, and Dre Norwood took it 82 yards and scored to tie that game up. Of course, your Wampus Cats ended up winning in a dramatic fashion in the final 50 seconds of that game.
Yeah. Will Hogue with a winning kick.
It was a wild night, not unlike a week ago, but different offensive productions on those two games. So 2nd and short, they're going to look like they were running an option there. They pitch it out to Casavis, and he's going to keep it for the first down, but he was looking to throw the ball downfield.
We had a great job. That, I believe, is, Tyler Garlington never fooled on that, had his guy completely covered up. Casavis is the backup quarterback, but he's also their starting wideout. So he can definitely throw the ball if he gets his hands on it and get in the plays there. But Tyler Garlington, great job of covering it up.
This Conway defense playing very disciplined in the secondary early after giving up 49 points in a single half a week ago. 1st and 10 for Northside. They'll hand off to Fields.
Fields reminds me a lot of Jamal Bethune in that he is a downhill runner. He finds a gap and he really just goes until there's no more to go. And he's dangerous for those 4, 5 yard, 6 yard pops.
Massey back in the backfield. This Northside offense A lot more methodical. Move at a slower pace than your Wampus Cats. They're going to try that screen pass again, but this time Dre Norwood is wrapped up by Banks and fumbles the ball. And it is official. Your Wampus Cats have recovered.
Wow. So he again, Norwood's in the space, and he's trying to make something out of nothing. Laverne Floyd was there. I think he actually made the recovery, but great job.
Banks that knocked
Banks
it
knocked
out.
Yeah. Great job by our defense to stay on him. I mean, so you covered up the pass on the flat, and you covered up your quarterback
We've got a flag on the field. Not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
They are pointing to number 24. Rock Jackson, or no, excuse me, I guess it was number 11.
Somebody not happy with the fumble recovery and kept talking. It looks like I could see the official talking to him. It looks like he finally had enough, and yeah, I mean, you just can't do that.
So that's gonna move the ball all the way to the 48 for your Wampus Cats. This Northside team gave up 7 turnovers last week against Catholic, 4 fumbles.
Wow.
So another fumble here for them tonight. Ben Weiss going to find Bryce Bohannon out on that that far side. He's going to get close to a first down.
Stopped just short of it. He was trying to make a move. The boundary was really what got him. They've gone, that's a couple times now, they've gone really low on our guys. They don't want to try to miss the wiggle up top.
2nd and 1. Northside bringing the pressure again. Weiss rolling out to his right. Finds Wes Boudreaux for the first down.
You're not going to see our guys drop many passes. I mean, they've dropped a couple here, and the pressure's kind of got to them. But this is a quality receiving court. Coach Bill Lampe has them coached up very well.
Conway will move trips out to the far side. They'll hand off to Jamal Bethune for a short gain.
Yeah, really good play by the defensive line there, because they came with the outside blitz and very close to popping it there. That could have gone for a long way.
Northside continuing to bring pressure. See Moody, this time Bishop going offside. So you called it earlier. We'll start seeing a change up in the snap count.
Yeah, they'll slow them down. I mean, that's one of the ways to do it. And again, in high school ball, as soon as you cross the line of scrimmage, you can't get back. It's a dead ball foul. And so good job by Ben, good job by our coaches.
Well, it was Bishop who had the penalty against him to start this drive. He had just come back in and commits another penalty. They're trying to set up the screen pass to Jamal Bethune, and there's going to be another flag here.
This one is illegal man downfield. Sean Tufu was down. He was the one closest to the ball, but he was too far down the field, so it's ineligible downfield on the Wampus Cats. That's what I think the call is, I'll say. Now, depending upon where the ball is thrown, it can be waved off if the ball's behind the line of scrimmage or where he throws it. So
well,
that's
you called
the call.
it there, yeah.
Unfortunately.
No microphones on the officials tonight. Just a 5-yard penalty. The Conway offense was
they were
backing up a little
further.
It's
not a 15-yard penalty. Good news is it's only 5, but puts us behind the sticks instead of being ahead of the sticks.
2nd and 9. Weiss with some time here. He's going to find Micah Mosby all the way down to the 10.
So here's the thing. I mean, here's the thing that the coaching staff for Fort Smith Northside has to worry about is there are so many weapons on our field. On our offensive side of the ball, they're just everywhere. You can't cover them all. There's just no way.
Micah Mosby had a touchdown last week at Cabot. A handoff to Manny Smith. He makes a move, bounces it out to the left, and finds some space for the 11-yard touchdown run. The first touchdown run of the season for Manny Smith.
He found just a little bit of space, but if you're familiar with Conway football, that's all he needs. It's just a little bit of wiggle room. Made a great cut. Stepped with his left foot, cut straight into the end zone. Great job by Manny Smith. Great job by the offensive line there.
Came into tonight with just 77 yards rushing. Extra point by Mejia is good. 10-0. Conway on top of Northside. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
10-0 here in Conway after the 11-yard touchdown run by junior Manny Smith. Mejia kicks off here. Ball's going to bounce into the end zone. Northside will take over at the 20.
It's an interesting decision by the return guys. I mean, you want to make sure it goes in before you start running off the field, but it did bounce forward, and they get to start at the 25.
Made me a little
20.
nervous, yeah.
Yeah.
Northside is coached by Mike Falor. It's his 8th season. He's 42-40-1 at Northside, but nearing almost 200 wins overall in his coaching career. He's sitting at 194.
He's a good coach, very good coach. They'll make some adjustments and figure some things out. It's gonna be a chess match.
They're going to hand off to start this drive. Massey's going to take it for a gain of 6.
Yeah, we've got a couple of players in there, like Tavis Taylor's in there now. We're doing a good job of getting to the runner, but unfortunately, they're pressing forward and getting those extra 2 or 3 yards. So we made contact close to the line of scrimmage, just couldn't bring him down. Tough runner.
Trey McClure getting the start tonight in the secondary. He got to play a lot last week at Cabot, his first game back. But getting the start here tonight, and Massey finding a hole over on that right side is going to pick up a first down.
Yeah, you can kind of see that coming. We unloaded on the different side of the ball, and that great call for the defense that we had. There was just nobody home.
Ball spotted at the 38.
We took the inside route. Our outside linebackers, the ones that play kind of a rush ins, took the inside route and they bounced it outside. Pretty easy play for them at that point.
Hand off this time to Fields. He's going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage. Traylon McClure coming up and making a play.
Yeah, Maurice Freeman in there as well. Good job by Travian Banks and even Luverne Floyd. I mean, that's the way you stop it. I mean, it's second and 9 now. That's the kind of tackle you want to see on that inside draw.
If you're seeing a little bit of a haze on your TV, it's not your TV image.
It's a hamburger haze.
A little hamburger haze here in Conway.
Yes.
I guess that air temperature is just right to let it linger. Second and 9 coming up for Northside. Norwood's going to roll out to his left and just overthrows Julian Martinez.
Yeah, they had that play set up. They allowed our guys to rush up. I mean, you see the quarterback rolling out like that, you want to go get him, but what happened was we left our tight end responsibilities. If he gets that throw down, and that's going to be a first down. But the good news is that the pressure on Norwood caused him to throw it high, and at that point, play was over.
3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Northside will run one more play, trying to get his teammates to hurry up to the line. They're not going to get that snap off in time. Norwood's going to get the pass complete over here on the near side to Avante Tucker, but I think there's going to be a delay of game penalty.
Well, if not that, from the spot where he threw it, it's going to be illegal motion. Their guys on the edge never got set. Norwood was trying to get them to line up correctly. They were still moving at the snap of the ball, so that's going to be illegal motion, illegal shift.
Yeah, play clock was down to 3 when he was trying to get them to set, and they were just taking their time. So going to wipe that play out for Northside. Go ahead and get the call here. Going to put the ball back at the 34. So
Yeah, I think I think there's one down. They get one untimed down, even though the clock ran out.
well, that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to go ahead and keep it here.
Yeah, because I think they have to run one play.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
technically not the end of the first quarter
Right.
just yet.
Yeah, they've got to run one play.
So 3rd and 14, Northside back on the field, zeros on the clock. Norwood's going to roll out to his right. Lofts one up and out of bounds. Norwood wanting a late hit penalty there, but he is not going to get his way. That's
Jaden Williams back there.
That's the end of one. Conway leads 10-0. 30 seconds and we're back here on Conway Corp.
Located on Robinson Avenue next to Laurel Park, the Conway Regional Rehabilitation Hospital is one of only 4 licensed inpatient rehab hospitals in the entire state. Patients are cared for by specially trained staff under the direction of an on-site physician who specializes in rehabilitation medicine. Conway Regional Rehab Hospital, your choice for comprehensive care to bring you one step closer to home.
At Conway Corp, we believe in providing the very best services for you and your family. That's why Conway Corp offers a home security and home automation service. With it, you get the reliability and peace of mind of a home security system backed by a local team you know and trust. Learn more at conwaycorp.com.
Jaden Williams in on the last play really pressured Norwood, got in his face, knocked him down, knocked him pretty hard. That's a good way to end the quarter.
So after one, Conway leads 10-0. They'll start the second quarter here with a punt. Bryce Bohannon having to back up a little bit all the way to the 25.
That's a good punt.
Able to haul that one in.
That's a really good punt. Tight spiral turned over just like you wanted. Okay, time to go to work. The last drive looked really good. They're getting into the backfield, but we are rolling away from the pressure in most occasions. So maybe we're figuring some things out here. Would expect to see Jamal Bethune pop a big one here pretty soon.
He's already had 6 carries here in the first half for 24 yards. They're going to set up a little bubble screen out to Bryce Bohannon. He makes a move and is going to get a first down.
Great job after the catch there. They were on him pretty quickly, but it's Bryce Bohannon. You've got to make a good, clean tackle or he's going to get yards after the catch on you.
We still have trips over to his right. They're going to hand off to Jamal Bethune. He's got some space on that left side as he takes it all the way across midfield.
Well, it's pick your poison there, right? I mean, you're going to throw the ball out wide to Bryce Bohannon and let him do his thing, or you're going to allow Jamal Bethune to pop up the middle. Man, it's tough.
Jamal's been a little quiet the last few games. He had almost 100 yards rushing a week ago. That's just been the game plan. He'll get another carry here and shows off a little bit of speed. He's going to take it all the way down to the 40.
And when you get enough of Jamal Bethune, in comes Manny Smith. I mean, again, it's just rotating out weapon after weapon after weapon.
Weiss going to look over the middle for Wes Boudreaux. Throws it a little short and behind.
Yeah, Ben finally, not a great throw there. Kind of short-armed that one, but he released it quick. It was in the right spot. But West had run just about 2 yards deeper than what he thought.
Third down coming up here for Conway. 3rd and 4. They're going to hand off to Manny Smith. Manny making some folks miss and then cuts it back near the hash mark, and he's going to have a first down.
Oh, man, it's just crazy how I'm up here wanting him to just go forward, and he continues to sidestep and twist and turn. No way did I think he was going to get a first down there, and he just found a way.
Well, that 11-yard touchdown run he had in the first quarter, he made a sharp cut on that left ankle, so he is looking as healthy as we've seen him in a long time.
Yep. Ben went under center there just for a second. We're trying to give him some different looks.
1st and 10. It'll be another handoff to Manny Smith. Makes another cut there. Give him a gain of 2.
Yeah, that's really something out of nothing there. They had it. He had to go lateral at the line of scrimmage, and when you do that, you are if you don't pop that seam, it can be trouble.
Weiss looking to his left, trying to find Silverman Barnes over the middle, and it is going to be jumped and picked off by Poon Savoy.
Yeah, so we talked about it just before the game started, that the defensive secondary they have is very fast. They jump balls very quickly. The inside routes can be good if they decide to lay back and try to not get big deep, but tough throw by Ben there. We actually had West on the other side had broken free, but as much pressure as they're getting, it's quick decision time for Ben Weiss.
So turnover there from Weiss. I was looking at the paper this morning, and Weiss is number 2 in passing in the state. He's having quite a year. Dre Norwood's going to keep this one and get a gain of 4.
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit of an angry run there. I think he's ready, good athlete, competitor, leader. Doesn't like the way things are going, so he's you might see a lot more Norwood this quarter.
Came in tonight with 57 carries, almost 250 yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground. He's completing around 54% of his passes, 7 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. He was pressured there and not able to find Tucker.
We had Ashton Waller underneath and Troy Wiseman over the top. That's a tough throw to make. You're not going to have a lot of room to drop it over to your receiver. So good coverage by the Wampus Cats there on the boundary.
3rd and 5 coming up for Northside. They have been unable to convert a third down here in the first half. 0 for 3.
Tried the hard count. Wampus Cats did a good job of holding up.
This defense has certainly played more disciplined, at least early here. Norwood's going to roll out to the right and escapes the pressure. He's going to dive close to that first down marker. It's going to get a good spot there, and he does have a first down.
Yeah, that's the trouble. I mean, you pick your poison with him as well, right? I mean, if you cover up the throws, but you've created some space for him, he can make 7-8 yards easily, even in the middle of the field as he did there.
Massey and Savoy back on the field for Northside. Savoy playing on both sides of the ball. Northside's had a little bit of injury trouble at their receivers. It's going to be a pass out in the flats for Tucker.
That was blocked pretty well. You would hoping for a kind of a hold there, but really it actually blocked very well on the. That's about the 3rd time they've thrown that hitch on the side, basically like a bubble screen. Get a couple of blockers out in front, and try to get some yardage, and they had a good plan there.
Sets up 2nd and 3 for Northside. I get thrown off every time we play against an offense that moves more slowly than ours does. It's going to be Massey right up the middle for a first down and a lot more.
That's the play that we've, we'd like to. I know that we want to figure it out because it's. I mean, it looks like a simple run, but it's well blocked, and once they get to the second level behind our defensive line, we struggle. We're fast on the outsides, but man, in the middle, it's been a tough go for us. Big yards there by Massey.
Keldon Thomas, Jaden Williams checking in on that defensive line. First and 10, they'll hand off to Massey, and he is met at that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great play by the outside backer. I'm trying to see what it was. Yeah, Maurice Freeman did a great job of closing on the end and wrapping him up before he could get started. No gain there. Good job by Maurice Freeman.
Of course, it was that late interception from Freeman that helped seal the deal a week ago against Cabot.
Yeah. Good player. Good skills. Michael Hardaway getting the start tonight at corner.
2nd and 10. Looks like Coach Valor is going to call a timeout. We will take it with him. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Corp.
Helton's Wrecker U-Haul has the service you need. Whatever the automotive problem, Helton's has the diagnostics to repair it. If you're moving across town or across country, Helton's is your #1 choice for U-Haul in Conway. We have a wide selection of packing supplies for every aspect of your move. Also, we sell and install hitches. Call 327-469-6 for a quote. At Helton's Wrecker U-Haul, we are always on our toes. Give us a call at 327-7681.
Back at John McConnell Stadium, 8:02 to play here in the first half. Conway leads 10-0 over Fort Smith Northside.
Would like to see our defense here. We've had a little bit of, this is a difficult time for the defense. They've made adjustments. The offense has made adjustments. You've got to really figure some things out. This is the critical point in the game. You're up 10 points. You don't want to break here.
2nd and 10. Norwood's going to try to roll out to his right, but Maurice Freeman with the sack at the 50. Whew, what a loss.
Whoa. That's back, 15-yard loss by Maurice Freeman. Second play in a row that he's been in the backfield off of the edge. Just like their defense spots some issues and tries to capitalize on those, our coaches are doing the same thing. We've obviously spotted something there on their blocking structure.
They're going to spot it at the 46, so I don't know. It looked like he hit right at the teeth of the Wampus cat.
Okay, forward progress. Brings up 3rd and long, though.
3rd and 22. Norwood's going to roll out to his right and under pressure again. That ball almost picked off by Freeman.
Wow. What a first. Oh, that's
Not
Ashton
Waller.
Waller.
I did that last week, but reverse.
Great job by Ashton. He was reading the quarterback's eyes. They worked to the boundary. And, again, that's the kind of play last week that we struggled with. Quarterback rolls out. The receivers roll to the same boundary, and we lose containment on the quarterback, or we lost our defensive position in the backfield. So good job there by our defense.
So Northside will punt away again. It's going to bounce around the 20 and make its way all the way inside the 10, down near the 5.
Yeah. Their punting game has been strong. They've had a couple of just really good deep balls, and then got a good bounce. Bryce had no choice there really, but to stay. You're not going to pick up a bounding ball right there. Even Bryce Bohannon would not do that. But we're back in a hole, Levi.
Wampus Cat offense will start at the 6-yard line, and Ben Weiss will be joined by Boogie Carr. First Carr sighting tonight. And he'll get the handoff and finds a hole right in the middle, making a move near the 20. He's going to be down close to the 30.
Boogie Carr. Boogie has not had a bigger role in the last couple of games. Talked to the coaches this week. They really wanted to get him some spots. Good fresh legs. Really good move by Boogie.
He'll get the handoff again and makes another move, and he's going to be pulled down by the back of his pads. That'll be a penalty against Northside, so we'll add some more onto another great run from Carr.
Yeah, it's a dangerous tackle. At any level, you don't want to see somebody get inside the shirt, on the back of the shirt, to tackle a young man. But good call by the official. Good news is Boogie came up. And listen, they had the run blitz on there, and again, when you do that, you can stop the play in the backfield. But if you miss, you've left the space and the gap open right behind the line of scrimmage, and that's a good, easy 10 yards if you can pop it just right, and Boogie did.
So after the penalty is marked off, takes it down to the 49, and it's going to be another penalty here as Bishop jumped off sides.
He's not going to like the game film so far. He's had a couple of good tackles, but
that's the 3rd penalty tonight against Bishop.
He's real aggressive on the edge, and again, that's just a great decision by our coaches to call some hesitations. And when you do that on a real anxious player like Bishop, you can get some easy yards. 1st and 5.
Weiss looking for Micah Mosby in traffic, and Mosby hauling it in.
Wow, I mean that play was defended by their secondary number 5, and Mosby just made a heck of a catch. I mean, the guy was all over him.
Mosby had Relaford in his pocket.
Yeah.
Hauled that one in. Another first down. Going to hand off to Boogie Carr. He's going to move back out to the left. Silverman Barnes still out blocking for him. Get down near the 25.
So Boogie made a lot of moves in that one run there, and the one thing that you worry about with a young man that hasn't played at this level is the backside. Once you do that, I mean, it's hesitations. The backside tackles can strip a ball out. He did a great job of holding on the ball there.
About to see a different formation from your Wampus Cats, and Mike Falor going to call timeout. We'll take it with him. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Corp.
Bankers and flashes. Oh, Nigel, let Charles' boss. No, he looks the rest line.
Take it outside, boys.
Johnson's down the right side. He crosses over to O'Connor and shoots. Oh, no! Oh, brilliant.
You didn't plan on a disaster, but you have a choice on who restores it. Choose the best. Tell your insurance provider you choose All Clean USA.
Mom said take it outside.
6:16 to play here in the first half. Conway leading 10-0 and driving.
So we've talked about all the weapons. One of my Tim's 3 things, right, was spread the wealth. So you've got Micah Mosby catching the ball. You've got Dylan Silverman. You've got Wes Boudreaux, Bryce Bohannon. And you got 3 running backs. And besides Ben Weiss, I mean, who's, to your point, second in the state in passing. Then you've got 3 running backs that all have different styles and can hurt you in all different kinds of ways. Man, listen, you're going to scheme for the Wampus Cats. It's a tough deal.
Conway will go trips tight to the right, and that's Jaden Williams out there.
Wow.
They're going to hand off to Boogie Carr, and he's going to run right behind Jaden. So 3 carries for Boogie Carr, and looks like he's got 3 straight first downs.
That's an interesting formation. They're at it again.
They'll line it up again. Hand off to Boogie, makes another defender miss, and going to get right back around the line of scrimmage.
It's tough to run basically the same kind of play twice in a row at this level, but you see something there, you want to try to pop it. Still the same position.
They're gonna stay with this formation. So new wrinkles we're seeing from Coach Mark Kelly. They'll pitch it out to Manny Smith. Manny's going to take it all the way inside the 5.
It's going to be close to a first down. That's, again, and the way that our coaches have talked to us about their offense, they've got different kinds of options out of every set.
It's going to be 3rd and 1. Look like Weiss kept it. There is a flag on the play.
He's going to call. It looks like he's calling holding. Is that what it is? I think
he's talking to Bishop. Bishop is just not having the night he wanted to have.
Yeah, let's see what so I think the umpire threw the flag, but I'm not sure exactly what it was. It was pretty quick, but there's not a lot of yardage down there, so you could do a quick hold, grab a face mask. It's a lot of clutter down there.
Illegal formation a week ago and play kind of similar to that.
Yeah. So they had 12 men in the huddle, or basically up on the line of scrimmage of the defense, and they ran him off late, and he didn't get off in time. But so that's 12 men on the field.
I guess Conway will decline.
Be first and goal at the 3. Actually, no. Wow. Down to the, what is that, the 1?
I think they're marking it at the 2, maybe.
Okay. All right.
We're going to see this big formation here. Weiss will go under center, and he's just going to push it in 2 yards for the score. So Ben Weiss, another rushing touchdown this week. He had one a week ago at Cabot. He's going to put up Conway up 16-0.
Good drive there. We got some help by a couple of penalties, but really, different kinds of formations, lots of different things in that drive. That's a lot to take on by a defense.
5:19 remaining here in the second quarter. Freshman kicker is going to put them up 17-0. Conway on top. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
From day one, Centennial has been there for the people of Conway, the people that teach us, protect us, guide us, and work to make Conway better every day. That's why we've donated over $5 million to local organizations and causes, and we have the same commitment to serving you for life's milestones and everyday moments. Centennial Bank, proud to call Conway and Faulkner County home.
It's homecoming week here in Conway. Your Wampus Cats up 17-0 over the 4-1 Northside Grizzlies. Mejia will kick it off here to get things going. Sunquist Church had a little bit of trouble hauling that kickoff in. He's going to take it down around the 24.
A good job by the special teams. Of a lot of times if you get a drop ball or there's a different direction of a ball once it's been kicked, you can get sidetracked and you can actually, that can turn into a big play for the receiving team. But a really good job by our defense or by our secondary there, staying home, being disciplined.
So Dre Norwood back on the field, just 2 for 7 here in the first half, passing for 29 yards.
We've had a guy in his face a lot, but and also when we've not, we've covered the ball well, and so it's been pretty tough throwing for Norwood here.
Norwood's looking over the middle, and it's almost picked off by Ashton Waller. Waller doing a good job getting back in coverage as Wiseman was out there in single coverage against Tucker.
And actually, you know, Wiseman had him, he had him beat a little bit, and Wiseman made up the gap very quickly. Good thing that Ashton was there, but I think Wiseman had it covered up. But that's a tough island to be on in the middle of the field. That's a lonely spot for a cornerback.
Bring up 2nd and 10 for Northside. Norwood's going to keep it. Design QB run, taken down by Jaden Williams.
Jaden's going to be playing a lot on both sides of the ball tonight. It looks like he needs to hope he's got a lot of water bottles on the sidelines. He's going to need it. But a really good play. I mean, you know that Norwood is going to get the ball there. When they get behind the sticks, he's going to try to take it on himself. It's what the game plan would be.
3rd and 6, under 5 to play here in the second quarter.
Yeah.
They're going to draw Conway off sides.
Not very disciplined there. And that's unfortunate. I mean, we had a lot of guys breaking loose there, so a good time for it. Good call by their offensive coordinator. Good spot now. It brings up an easy 3rd and 1.
It's going to be 3rd down and a yard.
Wow.
So they don't get the first down after the offsides penalty, but much more manageable 3rd down here.
Yeah. This is going to be, you would think it's either going to be Norwood or Massey, but I put my money on Norwood.
The design run again, and Norwood breaking through that line. This is where he's the most dangerous. Still not going down.
He's only being recruited by every school in the country, been offered by the Razorbacks, Alabama, Auburn, Notre Dame. I mean, he's just a really talented athlete and a good student as well. Every year there's a Norwood out here we've got to deal with. Every year.
It was Trey Norwood a few years ago, right? Am I remembering that right?
I think that's right.
Played basketball as well.
Yeah.
I think Dre does as well. We'll see him again in the spring.
Yep.
1st and 10. He's going to run out to the left side this time. Dragged down from behind by Banks.
The only thing for the defense here is that Norwood's going to get some here and there. What you want to do is just like that. He pops a big one on you on 3rd and short, but the next play comes back and you get him for no gain. And because from what they've shown, other than a couple of the pops by Fields and Massey, there's really not a lot on the outside. The passing game's not really a threat right now. Could change later, but not right now.
Fields and Massey both on the field. I'll hand off to Massey. He's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage by Tavis Taylor.
Tavis Taylor, Laverne Floyd out there. That's great job. They're getting the forward momentum up to the 41-yard line. So 3rd and 11, 3rd and long. Really like 3rd and 11.
You know this defense wants to give up as few points as possible.
I'm sure it was a tough week in practice.
I'm sure it was. We heard Coach in the pregame called it third quarter practices.
Yeah.
Not really sure what that means.
I bet it can't be good.
It cannot be a good thing. 3rd and 11. Norwood trying to get some points on the board before halftime. They set up the screen out on that left side. It's going to pick up a first down and more.
Yeah, that's a good call because we had all the pursuit, all the angles, all game long has been wherever side he rolls, that's where he's throwing the ball. And basically it's like a back end screen or a waggle. And there was nobody home at that point. So a little bit of a breakdown in the defense on that play.
Looked like Jalen McEwen was fighting a hold in the middle of the field. 1st and 10, down to the 19 for Northside. Best field position they've had all night. Proc had good position. Missed on the tackle. Norwood's going to get a gain of 5.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a senior on a sophomore kind of angle there in your open field. That's Preston's a great athlete, great tackler of the running backs. You've got an experienced quarterback there. He's got a lot of different angles that he can run at you and just kind of out-juked him there.
2nd and 6 for Norwood. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Trips to the right. They'll hand this off. McEwen getting the tackle on Fields.
That's a tough out, by the way, too. I mean, Fields does not go down very easily on first contact, and really a good job by our defensive line making it a stop on the first contact.
Nick Miller checking in. Gonna spell Proc. 3rd and 4. Closing in on a minute to play. Norwood rolling out to his right. Still on his feet. And he's going to be picked off by Ashton Waller. Waller's got one man to beat. He's getting chased down from behind by Tucker. The ball is out. They're going to call him out of bounds near the 28.
Wow. Ashton had almost like he baited Norwood to make that throw.
72-yard interception return down to the 28, the 4th interception on the year for Waller.
Boy, when he made the break, it was just one guy, and it was the guy that he was covering, and he a little bit faster than Ashton, and Ashton got as much out of it as he could. Great job, Ashton.
And just like that, your Wampus Cats primed to do more damage. Mike Fallor going to call a timeout. I don't think he had his defense ready. We'll go ahead and hold it here. So 40 seconds to play here in the first half. Northside, they've had a few drives get close to the red zone. They were in the red zone that time. They had a big sack on their first drive that was finding some success. They ended up having to punt there, and then Norwood getting picked off in the end zone and returned all the way to the 28 by Ashton Waller.
We saw some of this in the Jonesboro and in the Fayetteville games where our defense was kind of in a bend, don't break kind of mode. They would work the ball from the 20 to the 20, but then we would tighten up in the zone, make that one play that was for negative yards and get them out of their comfort zone.
Well, this defense got 3 interceptions a week ago.
Yeah.
They came into tonight's game with, I think, 6 or 7 on the year.
Wow.
No, 8 interceptions on the year.
Yeah, that's a late hit on Ben Weiss.
And got another flag on the far side.
That was
And then he just threw his hat, so that's going to be...
Yeah, this could be interesting here. Rock Jackson on one of them. They had the defensive lineman, or number 11, I think,
that's going to be it for Jackson, right? I mean,
yeah, there's one unsportsmanlike. If the first one was on him, then that's going to be the game for him.
Yeah, I mean, based on the way the conversation looked like it was playing out on that far side, I'm going to assume that the penalty was against him, and then Jackson continuing to argue with the official, and the official throwing his hat off.
What's going to be interesting, this is going to be another Michael Hannon special. This will be a phone call I'll make.
And all that to say, we had the late hit in the backfield.
Yeah, so you had an in-play late hit on the quarterback, but then you had after the play, unsportsmanlike that I'm guessing is on number 24, Rock Jackson. We'll have to wait for the call there, but if it's on them as well, then it could be 15 and then maybe half the distance, unless it's offsetting on the boundary between Manny and Rock Jackson. We'll have to see. Wish the microphone would work here, but here we go.
So the late hit will be declined. Or no.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear. Yeah.
So they called it a personal foul on the boundary as well. So I'm not sure that anyway, that again, I'll go to Michael Hannon and I'll find out.
Well, we'll have to wait and see if Jackson
comes
enters
back
the
in
game
the ball game.
again. Yeah.
I would have thought it was unsportsmanlike, but you never know. On that far of the side, you can't really tell what's happening. So there's another flag, by the way.
It's going to set up 1st and 10 at the 14, and we've got another flag in the back near the end zone. This
Trying to count players. I mean,
this Northside defense has had a lot of penalties this evening.
Coach LaFleur. Wow.
That's going to move it down to the 7.
Let's see. Unsportsmanlike, I guess.
Yeah, another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So after the 72-yard interception and several penalties later, Conway's going to start at the 7. Ben Weiss going to get it out to Manny Smith. He makes a move and walks it in for 7 yards.
God, Ben Weiss, what a great job by Ben Weiss. I mean, so I don't know that he has a sidearm throw off the mound in the baseball diamond, but he threw sidearm there to get the ball to Manny Smith because he was under rush, and Manny had to do one miss, and you can count on Manny for one miss, right? Into the end zone. What a great score.
7-yard touchdown reception for Manny Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the night. Extra point is up and good. Conway leads over Northside 24-0. 37 seconds to go here in the first half. We'll go ahead and hold it here. So a lot happened in the last, 30 seconds of play time here?
Yeah. Well, we started with the ball at about the 22 or so, and after a series of penalties, worked it down close to the end zone. And, and I know that it's frustrating. These are young guys, and if things are not going your way, it can get a little bit heated, and I know they want to win. They're fighting hard. Sometimes your emotions get the best of you, and that's what happened over the last set of plays.
37 seconds here to go in the first half. He has set the kickoff again to Sunquist Church. This one's going to be hauled in by Massey. He's going to get the ball down near the 28.
Good open field tackle. I mean, literally an open field tackle by Traylon McClure there. He made one move and was in an open lane, and McClure, if he doesn't make that tackle, it could be a long return. So good job there by Traylon. kind of wonder what they're going to do here. Not a lot of time and no timeouts.
They are just going to kneel it down. They don't want any chance to make any more mistakes here in the first half. They are content to go into the locker room trailing 24-0. What a first half for your Wampus Cats. Offense firing on all cylinders. Your defense getting 2 big turnovers here in the first half. And they are going to take the lead into the locker room 24-0. Wow.
Wow, he's right. Good first half after the track meet that was the last half last week. Really good job by the defense coming in and shutting them out. Offense still clicking. It's good stuff. Now we're going to go in. And here's the thing, Levi. You want to make sure that you're talking to your guys in the locker room about not getting chippy with Fort Smith Northside. There's going to be a lot of talking in the second half. You can bet on that.
We're going to go ahead and hold it right here as the Conway cheer team is getting ready out at midfield. So we're going to show all of that tonight. It is homecoming week. Here at halftime, you'll be able to see the Conway High cheerleaders, the dance team, and then a performance by the Conway High band. We'll go ahead and start things off with Conway High cheer.
Cheer.
Great performance there by the Conway cheer. And up next, we'll have the Conway High dance team.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, for your continued halftime entertainment, welcome to the field, Conway Dance.
Conway Regional Health System halftime show continues here at John McConnell Stadium. That was your Conway High dance team. We're now getting set up for the Conway High band. I believe the way this is going to play out is the flag line will be on the field, and the band will still be in their bleachers. Bandstand over in the south end zone. I forgot how to use words there for a second.
Bandstand. It's a bandstand.
A bandstand. They call it that for a reason.
Yes.
We'll go ahead and let you hear the sounds of the Conway High band as the Conway Regional Health System halftime show continues here on Conway Corp.
Conway flag line and majorette. flag line and major in Motown. How about a big round of applause for all of our halftime entertainers. Here's some scores from around the state of Arkansas. In the second quarter, Bentonville ahead of Fayetteville 49-7. At the half, Fort Smith Southside 13, Rogers Heritage 7. At the half, North Little Rock 28, Little Rock.
You don't wake up thinking about internet speed, electricity, reliability. Your mind isn't on advanced treatment facilities or customizable systems. You don't have to think about any of these things because we do. Conway Corp, always on.
Welcome back. It is the Conway Regional Health System halftime show. I'm Jeff Matthews. It's Homecoming 2020. We're joined by Dr. Tom Roberts, Dr. Roberts, I was looking back. You were our homecoming guest a year ago as well. So we'll just keep making this a tradition and have you on each year homecoming if we can. Now, one thing that we will talk about that we didn't talk about a year ago, of course, was COVID. So we'll get to that in just a few minutes. But the first thing I want to ask you about, though, is something that we're very fortunate here in Faulkner County, especially and in Conway and at Conway High. We have got a talented group of athletic trainers that are in place to help our athletes. What's a typical day like or a typical week like for an athletic trainer at a high school level?
Wow, they're really busy. If you think about all the sports that are going on at any given high school, they could work around the clock, but they're very busy. They not only help with preparation for athletes before the game. You got a lot of taping. They also do a lot of rehabilitation there locally on the field with athletes, trying to help them overcome, say, some minor injuries and things that have happened. Checking new injuries, deciding, okay, does this need to go to, see a physician? They'll see kids that have illnesses, and they're very, very busy. And it is early and ends late some nights. You think about when a football game ends, by the time they're done in the training room after the game, it's late.
And so much more goes on than what we see in the stands or watching on television. You'll see an injury and an athletic trainer, in our case, Broker Jacob, might go out onto the field. But you're right. So much of it is going on well after the game or well before the game, the days even leading up to it. Well, as parents, what can we do to make sure that our children, our athletes, are communicating to Jacob or to Brooker, whoever it might be, an athletic trainer? They need to be transparent. They need to be honest and tell exactly what they're experiencing. I would think that that's critical.
I think the hardest thing for athletes is when you have an injury, even a minor injury, talking about it, because none of them want to lose their spot. If you're a starting tight end and you have a minor injury, you're worried, okay, if they find out about this, I'm going to have problems. But most injuries are minor enough that you can overcome those. The trainer's going to help you get the best care you can to get well quickly. They don't want you not playing any more than you don't want to play. They want you out there, but want to help you do it in a way that's healthy. Sometimes it's just padding up an injured area. Sometimes it's making sure that you've got adequate treatment so that when you do get back out there, you're ready to go. You're at your peak.
We're speaking with Dr. Tom Roberts from Conway Regional Health System. And Dr. Roberts, something obviously that's on the forefront of all of our minds and our lives is COVID-19. How has the world of athletic training and sports medicine been affected by this global pandemic?
Well, it's made it crazy. Early on we weren't doing anything, and that was really strange. And then started opening things up a little bit, letting kids begin to do some practice at distance, and then finally regular practice. The biggest problem now is trying to help get kids to stay healthy, avoid the coronavirus, and the second part is how to manage spacing and all that so that we limit the disease, because you get much going on in a team, all of a sudden the whole team or half the team's affected and you're done for several weeks. So it's tough. I think that this is probably going to be the hardest year to be an athletic trainer ever, no matter what level you're at.
Well, we're fortunate to have the folks that we have, and I know that there's more than just Jacob and Brooke that fall under your leadership, and so thank you for what you do for our athletes and for the athletic trainers. We appreciate
The
it.
athletic trainers are awesome. They do a great job.
Yes,
really
they do. Yes, they do. He's Dr. Tom Roberts from Conway Regional Health System. Back with more in a moment on Conway Corp.
Good evening, Wampus Cat fans. My name is Kennedy Smith, and welcome back to this week's Sports Report. Tennis season officially ended for the Wampus Cats as senior doubles team Julie Newsom and Jessica Rowe competed in the state tournament. They lost to Bentonville on Tuesday, but their teammates and coach, LaShonta Johnson, are still so proud of their accomplishments. Congratulations to all of the wonderful girls that are on the 2020 Conway High School homecoming court. The Conway athletic program is represented by many of these young women on teams including cheer, dance, basketball, cross country, golf, tennis, and volleyball. Once again, congratulations, ladies. The Lady Cat volleyball team went on the road this week to wrap up the regular season, playing against Mount St. Mary's on Thursday. The conference tournament is to be held next week, and then the state tournament will be the following week. Keep up the great work. Wrapping up the week for the Conway Wampus Cats, I'm Kennedy Smith, and this has been your weekly sports report. Happy homecoming and go Cats!
And our thanks to Kennedy Smith there, closing out the Conway Regional Health System halftime show with her Wampus Cat report. And they just added 3 minutes to the clock here at halftime. Northside just now trickling onto the field. Not sure I would have wanted to be in that locker room at halftime. I'm sure it was a lively discussion. Your Wampus Cats up 24-0 after a really successful first half. Everything seemed to be firing well on offense, and 2 big turnovers by this defense.
I would love to say that I feel very comfortable with a 24-0 lead, but Levi, just can't. I mean,
we've talk about it.
Yeah, I know, and so we mentioned a lot of the discussion points earlier in the game, but we gave up 7 touchdowns last week against Cabot. Now this does not appear to be the same kind of firepower that Cabot had. But at the same time, you've got a wounded team out there, and I can guarantee you their coaches are all up in them to stay in the ball game, to fight for everything they've got. This is a huge opportunity for them. It's going to be tough.
Well, and this Conway defense knows they were in the exact same position a week ago, up 21-0 at the half. So I expect to see this defense to come out in the third quarter still playing very sharp and disciplined. And really, there was just a couple big plays that they gave up, but the turnovers kept Northside off the board.
Yeah, so we had some big plays on defense. We had, they got down in the red zone, and we made some good plays to get us out of trouble. Holding any offense in this league to 0 points, regardless first half or second half, is a big thing. But I do expect for Norwood to keep the ball in his hands a lot more. He struggled throwing the ball tonight. He's not made a lot of plays. And when we have 21 first downs and they have 7.
Wow.
At half.
A minute to go before the opening kick here in the second half. Any other stats standing out to you?
Well, Ben Weiss had a great first half. He did have 1 pick, but he had 1 touchdown, and he ran for a score. He spread the ball all across the field to all of his receivers. We have 4 receivers, each with 2 passes, 2 receptions, and then Wes Boudreaux has 1. So he just picked his spots. We've done a really good job. When you look at 21 first downs to 7, we've just done a good job of maintaining the possession. This can be a quick strike offense. We know that, but we've done a good job of just really staying ahead of the sticks, making plays when we had to, working the ball down the field.
Those stats coming to you tonight from Jeff Matthews. That name might sound familiar. You remember that guy? He used to do this thing that I'm doing now, talking about the stuff that's happening out there.
He's technically savvy. I expect all of these stats to be spot on.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate him stepping in on very late notice as Scott Stats Taylor under the weather tonight. So hopefully things improve for him at home as well. Northside's going to start this one off right around the 30-yard line.
Good tackle by Rome Fields. We've seen a lot of those kind of tackles tonight where they make a good pop and then hold on for dear life. Good job by Rome. He's a young man, plays a lot on our JV team in the secondary, and he's getting a lot of good work in our special teams. He's a good player. Going to be really good for the Wampus Cats for the next couple of years.
So his defense pitches a shutout in the first half. What impressed you, but what do they still need to work on here in the second half?
They're going to have to get that pop draw down. The middle of the field has got to stop.
Quick pass out to Tucker, and he's met right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
That sends a good message right there. That play has worked pretty well for them, and Troy Wiseman ate that up. Now you got Norwood really behind the sticks, 2nd and 10, and you got to figure that they're going to try to pop that draw, or he's going to try to run wide with an option to throw or run.
Norwood and Massey in the backfield. They'll hand off to Massey, trying to get out on that right side.
good strong runners for Northside. Both Massey and Fields are north-south runners. That's how they go. So very rarely are you going to see them take a lick at the line of scrimmage and stop there. So, you know, it's 4 yards right after the contact.
Bring up 3rd and 6 for Northside.
We have a lot of guys close to the line of scrimmage, all within about 7 yards of the ball.
Norwood's going to roll out to his left. Going to have to cut back up in the middle, and he's going to keep it himself. If he hit near the 40, I think he's going to be short of the first down marker.
Yeah, good tackle there. Good way to come up and play. Stuckett was out there, as well as Jaden Robinson, really fast to the ball on the edge. It is 4th and 1.
Norwood coming up a little slowly after that. You could see him looking across the way to see where the marker was going to land.
Yeah, he took a punishing blow right at the boundary and just short. Got to watch the line of scrimmage here. No jumping.
They'll keep Massey in. Expect Norwood to keep it. He will, going over that right side, and he is going to pick up the first down.
They're in a position at down 24-0. They're going to have to make that play. I mean, you just kind of expect that to happen. So you got to keep them to 3rd and long and 4th and 5. Over that, we could see a lot of 4-down territories for Northside going into this third quarter here.
The Grizzlies. I'm hungry.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies trailing by 3 scores here in the second half. It's that hamburger haze making me think of Grizzlies. Norwood will keep it again, and Tavis Taylor getting the big tackle there. It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, good play. He stayed home, backside. Norwood made one stab to the right and came back left. This is the guy that you're going to have to worry about all the entire second half is when they need yards, he's going to be the guy. Got to keep some hats on Norwood.
Norwood rushed for 31 yards in the first half. He'll run the option out to the right, pitches it to Massey. Massey's going to dive past that first down marker.
Yeah, good play on the boundary there. He pitched it just at the right time. We made our decision to stop Norwood and kind of left our guy out on the island there, and just enough for the first down.
Grizzlies slow and methodical. That's been the phrase for this offense. They've already run over 3 minutes off this clock here in the third quarter. Norwood's going to hand off to Massey, and he's being dragged down by the big guy, Jaden Williams.
Great job. Great job by the interior defensive line. Oh, that's 93. Who's 93?
You're right. That is 93.
Oh, that's McKenzie. DeMarco McKenzie. This is a guy that plays a lot on the JV team, and man, he's impressed. Really, really good guy up front, big body. Wow.
Another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against Northside, so not getting the message at halftime apparently.
Well, and it's not, the thing about it is you're not seeing a lot of physical activity, so it's going to be.
It's all words.
Yeah, and I had talked again to Michael Hannon. He's getting a lot of airtime tonight, but you can absolutely say the wrong thing at this level and get you a penalty, and
it's a huge penalty too.
I mean, my gosh.
15 yards, and Coach Fleur calling a timeout. We will take it with them. 30 seconds, and we're back here on Conway Corp.
You're watching Conway Corp, Channel 5 and 585, Conway's source for local community programming. Here you'll find the Wampus Cats, Conway City Council, here and there featuring local events, burn and breathe that will get your heart rate up and down. Find new adventures on a wave for a day, or grab your sketch pad and draw with Mr. Foy's easel. Plus, learn more about Conway Corp store. We're creating original programming with Conway in mind on Conway Corp, Channel 5 and 585.
Back at John McConnell Stadium, Coach Mike Fleur fiery on the far side.
Well, you know, the message at halftime had to be we cannot keep shooting ourselves in the foot with these penalties, these unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. And besides the fact that if you get a couple of those, you're gone.
You're gone, yeah.
Yeah, so kind of surprising that so early in the third quarter we've seen that. But, you know, you got to keep your head here.
15-yard penalty backs it up. It'll be 2nd and 27 from the 38. Norwood fakes to Massey. So trying to find someone deep. Tyler Garlington almost picking that one off.
Yeah, we're going to get away with one there. That's a break. Tyler Garlington, I think, is who it was. Absolutely held the guy on the boundary, and they're lucky not to get an offensive or to get an unsportsmanlike on the bench here. But they have a right to complain about that.
Yeah,
about that one.
Yeah, they got it. This Conway defense got away with one on that one, but I'd be careful if I was on that sideline, just the way things have gone.
The temperature is running hot on the Fort Smith Northside side of the ball.
4 years ago, temperatures were running hot. In a game against Northside, there was a lot of conversations happening with the officials that night as well. 8:12 to play, and looks like we had a fumble. Yep. Northside recovers. Fields falls on it.
Yeah, Norwood did not field the snap very cleanly. It actually looked like it was a good snap. It just tried to go too fast there.
Well, you get the feeling like just the body language from this offense, they just seem kind of deflated right now.
Yeah. Just nothing going right for them right now.
4th and 31, the Northside Grizzlies will punt away. Conway will take over near the 42.
Good job by Bryce there. That ball had a chance to hit a defender or hit one of us, and he did a good job directing traffic, getting guys away from the ball. That could have been disastrous there, but again, good play, good leadership by Bryce Bohannon.
Conway will have its first possession here in the second half. 2 receivers to each side for Ben Weiss. They're going to hand off to Boogie Carr. Carr is going to gain a few yards. Yeah. Carr had a nice series in the second quarter.
He led the Wampus Cats in rushing with 50 yards on about 6 carries. And a lot of it, a lot of juke and jive as he was trying to bounce around in the backfield, trying to pick his spots.
Conway will run the option to Carr, and Boogie's going to get past the 50, pick up a first down.
Boy, that didn't look like that had a lot of room to work there, and Boogie just absolutely sprinted to the spot, got everything he could. A good heady play by a sophomore, trying to make sure that we're getting the sticks.
1st and 10. They'll fake the Carr and find Bryce Bohannon out in the flats, and he is dangerous. Takes it down to the 25.
Well, the game plan there for Northside is to stop that from happening. And on that play right there, we've seen Bryce do a lot of damage, a lot of scores from that play.
Northside trying to get the extra defenders off the field quickly. It'll be another handoff to Carr. Not much going there. Gain of 1.
Yeah, they've made a couple of good stops on Boogie in the middle of the field there. That time by Khalik Thomas. They've got twins on the defensive line, Khalik and Malik, and he made a good stop there. Good. Didn't let Boogie get loose with his movement. Now you got Manny Smith in the backfield.
Manny Smith checking in on 2nd and 9. Boudreaux and Mosby near side. They're going to find Wes Boudreaux right over the middle, makes a tough catch and taking a big hit from Jack Green.
West is such a tough receiver. I mean, most of his catches have been across the middle of the field. You know you're going to get hammered, and he just does a great job holding on to the ball.
3rd and 2. Conway will go trips to the right. Ben Weiss going to roll out to his left, looking For Bryce Bohannon, incomplete.
Yeah, that was actually a great throw. There was just no other place to put it, and Bryce was under duress when he was trying to make the catch. Just a tough spot. Now we're going to go for it here.
Conway in field goal range for Mejia, but they are going to stay on the field on 4th and 2. Weiss will keep it, and he's going to get the extra yards. That's all Ben Weiss right there.
Wow. Everybody, I thought Manny was going to get the ball, and as soon as the play happened, I thought, well, we're dead in the water here. What a great read by Weiss. Pulled it out, made the play. Great job, Ben.
1st and 10, trips to the left. Ben Weiss, they were trying to run that option, but nothing going there, and Weiss smartly keeps it.
Yeah, that's a great play by the defensive end there. They had both the running back and the quarterback covered up. There was no place to go.
Backs it up 3, 2nd and 13. Trying to draw Northside offsides there. I'll hand off to Manny Smith, and not much going there.
Brings up 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 13. And, you're hoping to pop one there. Now you've got you got to make a play in a tough spot because they're all stacked in the zone here. So there's not a lot of room for passes, but they got Boogie now in the slot.
3rd and 13, empty backfield for Weiss. Weiss looking for Carr right over the middle, and he finds him. 15-yard touchdown for Boogie Carr.
Wow, what a great throw! I mean, the whole time before the snap, I'm thinking we've got nobody in the backfield to help block, and our offensive line did a fantastic job flaring out, keeping their assignments in line. Gave Ben perfect time and a great catch by Boogie over the middle.
First touchdown of the year for the sophomore. Extra point is up and good. 31-0. 4:21 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Community is everywhere. Banking where you are, when you need it. On any device. At home. And wherever you play. We're committed to offering excellent service, competitive rates, and convenience in each of our 27 locations and beyond. Visit our website and discover how we can help your community at First Community Bank, where community is everything.
Back at John McConnell Stadium, good look there at the classy students. Looks like, I'm guessing, more of a patriotic theme tonight.
Yeah, red, white, and blue night. All right. Go America.
Well, it's been all blue and white on the football field.
For sure.
31-0. Your Wampus Cats lead the Grizzlies. See what Massey can get started here as he's going to get the ball out to the 25.
Good tackle by Rome Fields again. Also Andrew Sides out there getting some play as special teams. He's a backup running back for the Wampus Cats. Did a good job of getting to the ball.
Northside came into tonight's action 4-1, 1-1 in conference. They've lost to Bryant early in conference play and then picked up the win last week over Catholic. They've also played Fayetteville during this conference schedule in a non-conference game because of COVID-19. So a good record on paper, but kind of like we've talked about with North Little Rock and Cabot the last 2 weeks, they just haven't played a whole lot, but they are going to get a big one here as Massey's being chased down that sideline. Ashton Waller saving a touchdown. Massey down to the 5.
Yeah, that's that. They finally popped that play that they've been running several times. And Fields, once you break through, I mean, the guy will make some people miss. He's going to run hard the entire time. And you see a next level kind of run there. You don't need for them to score this quickly after scoring. I mean, you want to try to take their heart out here and really get all the momentum on your side. So that's a tough spot for our defense now.
So 1st and goal from the 6. They'll hand off to Massey again. And he's going to get real close, all the way down to the 1.
Ball did come loose, but they called him down by contact.
Lee Vern Floyd and Jalen McEwen getting back on the field. Second and goal from the 1. Norwood's going to hand off again, and the Grizzlies will get in. So first points of the night for Northside.
Well, it took just one, busted play, really, because normally that run's not going to get that kind of yardage. So you had some missed assignments and a busted play, and they capitalized. So it's a good return for them after getting a score by Conway.
Northside will go for 2 here. They're going to run the option. And that ball is fumbled and will be recovered by Conway. So the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. 31-6, Conway on top. 3:19 to play here in the 3rd quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Attention please, the news conference will start in mere moments.
Hi, welcome, good day. I know you have lots of questions about the mysteries surrounding the new Ford Bronco.
We have questions, over here.
I know you're excited about the new Ford Bronco. The simple answer is Smith Ford is here to help you order and build your new 2021 Ford Bronco.
Come experience Smith Ford's family customer service in Conway, exit 127, right off of I-40.
Northside Grizzlies answering back quickly here in the 3rd quarter, finally getting on the board, 31-6, Northside trailing.
They made up pretty much almost their entire offense on one play from what they did in the first half. Fields with a long run on a busted play by our defense, and you've played great defense all the way up to this point, which was a little bit of a struggle for us last week. But again, our offense is staying in it. What you want to see from the offense now is let's just take the ball. Let's try to hold on to the possessions, take it down the field, take some time.
Our kickoff return team ready for any chicanery here.
We've seen a lot of it in the last couple of weeks. Got Andrew Sides out there, Will Vent. Looks like Moix.
Dagan Moore will kick it deep. Bryce Bohannon trailing backwards to pick it up. Going to take it out of bounds near the 20.
Just when you thought Bryce was just going to run it easily out of the boundary, he turns his shoulders up and makes sure that Northside knows that he was there, and he missed he didn't get the coin flip right, and then somebody's got to pay.
Well, we saw it last week at Cabot. Bryce with a big hit on defense.
Yeah, guy can do everything on the football field. I haven't seen him kick yet, but I'd like to.
First play for Conway, and it's going to be intercepted. A little miscommunication there on the route to Micah Mosby, and Ben Weiss picked off.
Yeah, the ball got tipped at the line of scrimmage, and really kind of there was no opportunity for anything to happen there but bad.
So just like that, Northside offense back on the field at the 28. This Conway crowd getting quiet. Norwood's going to roll out to the right. Going to loft one up. It's going to be caught, but out of bounds.
Yeah, we did a good job there. I'm trying to see who that looks like, Traylon McClure. Did a good job there sticking with his guy. I mean, Norwood had no place to go, and the longer you run, you're going to run out of room eventually, and that's basically what happened. He caught the ball, but it was well out of the boundary.
2nd and 10 coming up from the Grizzlies. I'll hand off to Fields on that right side. Jaden Robinson. Or William. No, Robinson. I had it right.
Yeah, you get it right.
We've got a lot of Jadens on this team.
Yeah. Great job.
Sophomore linebacker coming up to make a play behind the line of scrimmage.
And Fields is the kind of guy that doesn't really go down with first contact. And you know, Robinson is not a huge guy, but he's so fast and such a solid tackler. His technique there was perfect. And Fields went down in a heap.
Robinson leading the team in sacks as a sophomore. 3rd and 12. Norwood lofting one up. Garlington in defense. Incomplete.
Great job by Garlington. Had it covered up all the way. There's your number 6.
Casavas.
That plays. He's a backup quarterback, but he's their number 1 guy in the wide receiving core, and great hands. You want to throw a jump ball to him. That's what they kind of like. But great job there by Garlington.
So on 4th and 2, Northside will line up for the 42-yard field goal attempt. Slade Stanton coming out. But then they send in Dagan Moore. Kick is up. It's got the distance, but it is wide to the left. No good. 31-6. Conway still leads here. 2:15 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Wow, what a great stand by the defense. I mean, you literally have all the momentum. They make a huge play on you, and you give the ball back to our offense, which has been dynamic all night long, and you get a mistake right out of the gate in the first play. And so now you're thinking, okay, what are we doing here? And so, wow, what a great stand by our defense. Just a super job there.
Conway offense back on the field with a 25-point lead. And they'll hand off to Jamal Bethune, his first carry of the second half. Gain of 1.
Been a little while since we've seen Jamal. He's got a good rest. And you kind of figured coming out of throwing the ball on the first down last series that Jamal might get at least 1 look.
Trips to the right. They'll hand off to Bethune again, and he's got a lane on that left side. He's going to take it down close to the first down marker.
Hope the official's okay. He took a pretty good pop there. Boy, as an umpire, these guys, they don't make enough money for that gig. It's a tough spot with all the running backs, linebackers, everybody flying at you.
3rd and 1. They'll go to their new formation that we've seen tonight. They're going to pitch it to Jamal. He's going to pick up that first down. Still pumping those legs near the 40.
Our coaches are pretty excited about that run. That's Coach D, offensive line coach, running down the sidelines. Really, really good run by Jamal Bethune there. You know, you had a feeling he was going to be able to make it. Once he made it past the first down, he didn't have enough.
Boogie Carr checking in the backfield. They'll stick with that same formation. It's like it trips right tight to the right side, and Boogie Carr making Grizzlies miss. Down to the 15.
Wow. I mean, 1 step to the boundary, and he was gone. I mean, that is just, man, what a quick burst of speed by Boogie Carr right there.
Sophomore got his first touchdown of the year late in the first half.
Demarius Davis.
Or no, it was actually on the first touchdown of the 3rd quarter.
That's right.
Northside blitzing, and it's going to be tackled for a loss. Boogie Carr tackled by number 47, Demarius Davis.
Good back-to-back plays by Demarius Davis. He was the one that saved the touchdown with Boogie in the last play. They've guessed right several times on this edge blitz that they're bringing, but it's creating some space.
2nd and 11. Try and draw the Grizzlies offside. Weiss is going to loft one up for Micah Mosby. And he is pushed down in the end zone. No flag on the play.
Yeah, I would. I'll hold my tongue on that one. It looked like to me that they got to him before the ball got there, but
It was a good ball from Ben Weiss. But Micah unable to try and make a play on it. Trips to the left for Weiss. 2 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Weiss finds West Boudreaux over the middle. Boudreaux diving in for the 16-yard score.
Way to go, West. Boy, what a great catch. What a great throw by Ben. Crossed over the entire field, cut from the left side to the right side, found him in just a little bit of space, and West dove into the end zone. What a great play.
Boudreaux leads the team in receptions, but that's another sophomore getting his first score of the night, or of the season.
Of the season, yeah. West has worked really hard. So happy to see West get rewarded for the work that he does. That's fantastic.
Extra point is up and good. 38-6. Wampus Cats up big here at the end of the third quarter. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
When you're looking for a new home in Conway, why not call on someone who knows the city better than anyone? Velda Luters with Coldwell Banker RPM Group. She has 25 years of experience and understands every aspect of the home buying and selling process. Buying a home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Working with Velda is easy because she knows your needs are unique and she gives you the personalized service it takes to find your perfect home. She loves Conway High Sports and is a longtime supporter of the Conway Wampus Cats and Lady Cats. Find current listings at her website, veldaluters.com, or give her a call.
Conway Corp is proud to provide internet services to customers who are looking for a reliable, high-speed experience. With speeds up to 1 gig, everyone in your house can surf at blazing fast speeds, whether they're playing games, streaming media, sharing photos, shopping, or just browsing. Learn more at conwaycorp.com.
That's a great way to answer. That was just a great way to answer your... looks like we're going to get offsides.
32-point lead for your Wampus Cats as the fourth quarter trying to get underway here. It looks like we're going to have to kick this one again.
Yeah, it's interesting. It was not the offsides call, but it was a pre-kick penalty. So on those, they stop the play immediately. It's not something that's extended on. So we'll back them up 5 and try to kick again. But yeah, great response by the offense. Led by Boogie Carr there. A great 2 or 3 runs. Jamal Bethune getting some runs in, and then West Boudreaux caps it off with a great throw and catch by Ben and West.
Boogie Carr definitely is having his best game of the year tonight, and he gets his first touchdown of the season, and West Boudreaux getting his first touchdown as well tonight. Massey will try and pick it up around the 20. He'll be taken down near the 30.
Rome Fields. Another great tackle in the open field by Rome Fields. He's getting a chance to make some plays, and he's taking advantage of it. Good job there, Rome. Okay, so we've had a couple of plays here that we didn't like on defense. They scored 6 points, but overall the defensive scheme and the way the kids have executed has been really, really good. So you want to kind of finish up this quarter in a strong way. Don't give in here.
Northside will start with a handoff to Massey. They'll mark his forward progress near the 33.
You would expect to see, even though the score is kind of getting out there a little bit and the time is beginning to be an enemy of with Northside, you kind of expect to see Norwood to get the ball and try to make some plays. But boy, they're taking a long time here. They're not much not much hurry up in this particular set.
Get a good spot, brings up 2nd and 6. They'll find Tucker out near the 40.
Jerry Coleman in the coverage did a good job of not letting him get too far down the field. A little bit more room than what you'd like, but again, if you're going to make them, if they're going to score, you want to make them work and take some time off.
It's enough for the first down for the Grizzlies, and under 11 minutes to play here, and no quick movement for these Grizzlies.
Not yet.
They'll hand off to Massey. Proc diving down, making a play.
Great job by Proc there. He really did his job, which is you hold your spot, make sure the play's not going to backtrack on you, and as soon as you know where it's going to be going, he's just a fast, instinctive player on the edge. Did a great job of closing down and getting the tackle. That Marcavius Stuckett coming in to spell Proc.
Called out his name a few times tonight. 2nd and 6. Norwood fumbles in the backfield. He's going to get the pass off to Massey a little too high.
They ran that play in the first half, and it was also open there as well. But again, I mean, in this case, it was a fumble. Last time it was that we had pressure in his face. It forced him to throw it high. This time, after the bobble snap, there was just, you're trying to make a fast play and just overthrew his guy.
3rd and 6 coming up from Northside. Martinez checking back in. They ran that tight end waggle for the big gain to him in the first half as well. They're going to find Tucker out in the quick out. He'll pick up a first down.
Jerry Coleman out there again on the coverage, getting some time in the second half here. I'm sorry, that was Traylon McClure. I think it was Traylon McClure, maybe. But Jerry Coleman on the far edge out there. They're gonna try to work the guys that don't have as much experience. They'll try to make a play at them and force them to do things they haven't had a lot of experience doing.
Coleman did get an interception in the first game of the year against Fayetteville. Norwood going deep. Finds Tucker. 47-yard touchdown.
So, yeah, that was man coverage on the boundary, and they, actually, and unfortunately, it's what I was saying right before the play started. They took advantage of a guy that hadn't been out there that much, and he jumped on the route, and they went right by him.
Northside will seemingly kick the PAT this time. And it is no good. 38-12, Conway leads, 9:22 to go here in the game. 30 seconds and we're back on Conway Corp.
Education is all about vision. It requires commitment, investment. So we pour ourselves into Conway students and teachers, schools, and scholarships. A brighter future? Now that's powerful. Conway Corp. Always on.
Back at John McConnell Stadium, the lead has been cut down to 26 now for your Wampus Cats. They lead 38-12, 9:22 to go here in the ball game. Beautiful October night. Nice night for football. The hamburger haze has lifted.
Hamburgers may be finally over. Unfortunately, we're not going to get one of those.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Dagan Moore set to kick off here, and they will go with a little pooch kick here. Bryce Bohannon's going to pick it up around the 25, take it past the 30.
Good play by Bryce. I mean, they kicked it right into a spot that that's a perfectly placed pooch kick. He dropped it in front of Bryce just far enough that if it takes a odd bounce, it could be trouble. But Bryce can do all things, including picking up a bounding ball.
Manny Smith will get the nod to start this possession. Seen all three running backs getting a good balanced load tonight. They'll give it to Manny Smith. He's going to keep pumping those legs past the 35.
Good 5-yard gain. That's a hard run by Manny Smith. And That's ahead of the sticks. That's what you want. You want to, if you can get 5 yards, 4 or 5 yards on first down. That's a good spot. Now we're going to see if Coach Kelly's going to start working the clock a little bit. I know it's hard for him to do.
Adjusting the spot of the ball there.
Yeah.
2nd and 5. Weiss going deep for Bryce Bohannon. And he had him. Just overthrew him. Wow. By about a yard.
Hard to overthrow Bryce. Boy, it was a pretty ball, and we were just hoping that it was just enough loft to give Bryce a chance to run up underneath it, but not quite there. Good shot though. I don't mind that shot.
That'll bring in Jackson Moss as Bryce will get a little spell here. Weiss going to find Wes Boudreaux. Wes making a move. He's going to pick up the first down and a lot more. Down close to the 25.
We've talked all season about how quick Wes Boudreaux is. We've not seen it. He's not had an opportunity to really break out into the open field much, but boy, you can really see his speed there. Their coach talked about it in their pregame show about how fast Wes Boudreaux is, and boy, that was just a fantastic and a great block, by the way, down the field by Micah Mosby. Gave him another 6 or 7 yards. Good downfield blocking.
That'll take Weiss past 200 yards passing tonight. 3 touchdowns. Run the option out to Manny Smith. He'll pick up a few yards. And we got a flag.
I've been trying to predict these calls, but this one's going to be tough. I'm not sure. We have a guy over there.
Well, the way the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties have been going, you just don't know.
Yeah, no. This could be a block against us. Nope. Yep. Yeah, I was afraid of that. We had a offensive lineman, and I think Jacoby Ekman was out there wide, and you know, you got a guy making a play, and like Manny Smith, you're trying to follow Manny Smith. You don't know which way he's going to go, and then all of a sudden you get kind of a handsy and get a block in the back there. So
it's going to move it back to the 35. Spot foul. Be 1st and 19. Weiss looking to his left. He's got pressure. And he's going to be sacked past the 40.
Yeah, that was a bit of a jailbreak there. I mean, they were coming from all angles. They were bound and determined to not let Ben sit his feet and get a good throw off. They knew we were going to throw there at that point. And again, we're in a throwing situation here. You know, the good news is the clock continues to run, and that's the upside of that play. But that's about it.
2nd and 25. Boogie Carr in. They'll pass again, setting up the screen to Bryce Bohannon, and he's got daylight. Diving in, 41-yard score for Bryce Bohannon, his 7th touchdown, receiving touchdown of the year.
I know this coaching staff and these players on Northside have got to be discouraged. I mean, you've got everything. I mean, it's 3rd down and forever. And Bryce takes it from about the 10 yards off the line of scrimmage and turns it into a touchdown. I mean, wow.
Great blocking downfield. And
yeah, Micah Mosby again.
Burst of speed from Bryce and finishing it off, diving into the end zone. Extra point is up and good, 45-12. Conway on top, 6:46 to go. We'll just hold it right here.
Well, I mean, you know, so that's almost like that play when he caught the ball looked a little bit more like a kickoff return. I mean, he had the entire field to try to manage, had about 7 guys that he had to try to figure out where to go. You have guys down the field blocking, trying to figure out where Bryce is going to go. In the last 7 or 8 yards, he was dead to rights. They should have had him down. but you could just tell that Bryce was not going to be stopped and dove into the end zone. I mean, there's so many good things you can say about Bryce Bohannon, not only the football player but the young man. But, man, this guy just continues to impress. Coaches in D1 that are not looking at Bryce Bohannon, they're missing this guy.
They're insane is what they are.
Yeah. Wow.
85 yards receiving tonight for Bryce on 4 receptions. 7th receiving touchdown of the year. Northside's going to have great starting. Well, ball comes out there at the end. I think Northside.
Yeah, Conway got it back.
Conway got it. Wow.
So Rome Fields, another tackle, and Darius Hayes with the recovery. But Rome, listen, this guy just about was in a position to just about take it the distance. So you had Adrian Mejia trying to make a tackle, couldn't make it happen. Rome Fields comes up, strips the ball. Darius Hayes falls on it. Wow. Just a great play by Rome Fields.
Second fumble recovery of the night for your Wampus Cats. Also had an interception. Entered tonight's game +9 in the turnover differential, and they've taken advantage of it tonight. Weiss looking for Silverman Barnes, and he hauls it in. Wow.
Their secondary is really good. They're fast to the ball, fast on the break, and the safety really thought he had Silverman Barnes dead to right there, and Silverman Barnes maintained control. Great catch by Dylan.
Closing in on the 6-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. This Conway offense smells blood.
Mark Kelly working the clock again, something you don't get to see much, but boy, I like to see it in this case.
Hand off to Boogie Carr. Carr is going to take it down close to the 10.
Well, so you gotta figure out. Okay, do I like Bryce Bohannon in the open field? Do I like Manny Smith in the open field? No, you don't. How about Boogie Carr in the open field? Man, Andrew Sides now in the ball game. It's a good chance to see him. This guy is a north-south runner. He's a lot like Fields. If he gets a chance to get the ball, he is a tough runner.
Talking about number 22 there. A lot of new receivers in as well. They'll hand off to Sides. Sides going to get the advantage of the whistle there as that ball was coming out. Lots of new faces checking in.
Yep. Some changes on the offensive line. Tufu, Nick Childress coming out.
Jaden Williams still in at left tackle. Colin Hicks is checked in at center.
Two backs in the backfield. Andrew Sides and Boogie Carr.
Well, they almost ran this formation earlier, and Northside called a timeout in the first half, and then when they came back, they didn't have this formation again.
Great run by Andrew Sides. That's what I was talking about. I mean, he just really, he just needs a little bit of space. Here comes Jacoby Ekman and Jaden Williams out.
Desmond Wilson checking in at left tackle. Jackson Moss on the field as well. Nathan Moix at receiver. 3rd and 4. 4:36 to play. They'll hand it off to Carr and Boogie. Taking it down to the 2. Be real close to that first down marker. Yep, they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, he was smelling the goal line there. Boogie was seeing some space. They made a good tackle on him at the goal line there, but
Conway just 2 points away from the sportsmanship rule going into effect. Just at 4 minutes, around 4 minutes left to play in this one. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll give it to Sides.
Close. Inside the 1. Boy, it'd be great to see Andrew get a touchdown here. Kind of a journeyman, has been around for 3 years. Good player on the JV the last 2 years. You got a lot of guys in front of you that play as well as these guys do. It's hard to get time, and Andrew's he's a good running back. And boy, I hope to see him get in here. Here or Boogie, either one would be a good thing.
Yeah, you've told me a lot about sides off mic.
Yeah.
Several times, so it's good to see him get in here. It'd be nice to see him get 6.
Yeah, they've not substituted out on the defensive line.
No, they have not. They don't want to be mercy ruled
and
here.
Look at this Sam Gregg coming in the ballgame now. Sam Gregg is the JV quarterback, and he's got a cannon for an arm. He's a baseball player as well, just like Ben. Throws a beautiful ball, and now even also 47 Logan Wilmington in as well.
Gregg, the heir apparent to take over at quarterback in 2021. I'll hand off to sides again, but no going there.
Yeah, nothing doing. That play is they're jumping that play. They see a guy in motion, and they know what's coming. So looks like we're going to go in and kick it.
Yeah, they're going to send in the field goal unit. Mejia had a 36-yard field goal made in the first half. 4 for 5 now on the year. This is going to be a 20-yard attempt.
Yeah.
Kick is up, and it's good. It got through there. Line drive style. Second field goal made tonight for Mejia, and that will enact the sportsmanship rule. These last 2 minutes and 4 seconds will go by very quickly here as Conway leads 48-12. 52 points a week ago, 48 points tonight.
You know, I mean, and I know that our conference is loaded with quality teams, great teams. You've got to figure out a way to prepare for this team. Conway their offense is so dynamic, and they've got so many weapons. And if we get our defense to playing somewhat at the same level, I mean, you're really needing them to, maintain. And we've been gouged a couple of games. Gave up 39 to North Little Rock and 49 last week. But boy, they've looked good tonight. They looked really good.
48-12 is the score. This has been a strange kickoff return.
It almost took 2 minutes, the last 2 minutes of the game, for the kickoff return.
We're going to have a lot of new faces on defense as well.
Got Rome Fields out there. He's been great on special teams. Daniel Clemens in the backfield.
Darius Hayes getting on the field as well.
Yeah, Tavis Taylor, he's been playing a lot tonight. He's out there.
Kelvin Thomas on the line. We've seen him a few times tonight.
Dagan Shoesmith, linebacker, kind of a rush edge. Now you got Vincent DeWitt.
Yeah. Running on quickly. Tavis Taylor trying to get off, and Northside going to their reserves as well as
Ethan Winningham also in the game, defensive end. He's a tall kid.
Casavis taking over at quarterback.
Yeah, face mask there. Good tackle, but he went up high, grabbed the face mask. Even in this point of the game, you've got to play by the rules, Levi.
We'll go ahead and start to look ahead a little bit here. Next up for your Wampus Cats, Little Rock Central. Well, here's the thing with Central. They have not played in 3 weeks because of COVID-19 concerns in that program. We haven't received any word yet on their availability for next week.
Yep.
So not sure what next week will look like for your Wampus Cats. Hopefully we'll be playing at Central. And
going to Quigley, but this day and age we don't know. And again, their program has been hit hard by COVID, but we'll have some news on that hopefully coming up in the next few days.
Under 30 seconds to play here. What a night for your Wampus Cats.
And so proud of this defense after the last week. Coming back and playing as hard as they did. Offense has just been clicking. So
Boogie Carr rushed for over 100 yards tonight, 106 on 10 carries. Jamal Bethune, 11 for 56. Ben Weiss finishes 15 of 25, 261, 4 touchdowns. He also had 2 interceptions. Bryce Bohannon and Wes Boudreaux both with 4 receptions tonight to lead the way. 85 yards and a score for Bryce, 72 and a score for Boudreaux. Silverman Barnes had 2 receptions. Micah Mosby, 2 receptions. Boogie Carr, 1 reception, his first touchdown of the year, a 15-yard touchdown reception. And Manny Smith had a touchdown reception as well. Mejia, 2 field goals made tonight, 3 turnovers forced by this defense. So after giving up 49 points a week ago, this Conway defense comes out and only gives up 12.
it's going to make a lot of players happy, a lot of parents happy, but I can guarantee you there's a lot of coaches happy. They did not like the feeling, even though we won the ball game. They came out, they had a purpose, and really just played a great defensive game. I'm so excited for those guys. That's a good one to build on. Hopefully, again, we can play next week. We're not sure, but man, we'd like to.
Conway moves to 4-2 overall, 2-1 in conference play. On behalf of Wayne, Javon, John, Maggie, Justin, Kara, and Jeff Matthews.
Yes, Jeff.
Running stats for us tonight. We appreciate you, Jeff. On behalf of the entire 5 Sports crew, nice victory tonight on homecoming for your Wampus Cats. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Follow us on 5 Sports Live and 5 Sports on Facebook. We'll have any announcements there. But hopefully we'll see you next week from Quigley Stadium taking on Little Rock Central. Have a safe night, everyone.